both the Warden and the Dryad slow, and the Death Knight is going to go down, which definitely sucks. So be careful. There's really not much to learn from that except have a TP on your hero or be more careful with it. And again, check this out. He's using silence to also get surrounds on the Dark Ranger to keep it from TPing out, so it can. Basically, silence owns the Warden. Silence on the Warden to keep it from blinking out. Fuck, I'm retarded. Yeah, but Naga stabbed it, so that's all good. And where is the little sadist bitch Warden? Oh, there she is. Okay. Yeah, anyway. I believe Vortex is going to throw up a slaughterhouse or a sacrificial pit sooner. I think, especially when you're going for ghouls, I would advocate that you go for shades very quickly, especially on a map like this, because a lot of Night Elves are expansion happy. They will try to hide shit across the map, and frankly, I think very good players are able to sort of figure out when the Night Elf is going to try and expo and deal with it. But I think your average sort of BNet player, you can get screwed a lot by someone that's trying to hide an expansion from you. So I would just recommend that, even if you don't think of yourself as like a bad player or anything, it definitely helps to have those shades out there. And you'll get called a map hacker a lot, but, it's not like they're going to do anything about that, right? So, again, at this point, we just see both players sort of backing off the creep. There's not really much to gain anymore from going and attacking the Night Elf, since he's not going to be able to necessarily win the fight. And he can creep pretty quickly himself now that he has a Ghoul Frenzy and Orb and Statue. So there's really no reason not to go and try and creep up your heroes a bit at this point. The 3-3, or better yet, the 3-3-3 is very nice. So, and yes, we see everybody's favorite Boneyard. Oh, here we'll see. Again, the Warden really gets screwed over. Just gets bitch slapped and nearly gets pathed by that statue, which would have sucked. But that's pretty much just Vortex deal with the. It's pretty much the same way you want to deal with a Blade Master. Just if he comes around, teach him, knock that shit off. Give him a coil up the ass and send him on his way. Yeah, he'll heal up and yeah, he'll be back. But it takes a while and it does cost him to heal up like that. So this game, we're seeing something we didn't see last game, which was bears. And you'll also see how to beat bears, which is pretty nice. The thing about going for fast bears like this is that, notice, yeah, he's got 3 bears out, but how many dryads does he have? He's only got 1 dryad, 2. Another one just came out. And while Vortex was able to pick off a couple of his dryads, it definitely, helped keep the dryad number low. But just the simple fact that he's going for fast bears also very much accounts for having a lot less dryads, which I think you'll see in a little bit. No? Where's his Frost Realm? He doesn't have one yet? Okay. Well, once he goes for Frost Realms, you'll see it. It's pretty cool. So at this is the point at the game where the Night Elf, a lot of Night Elves that go for bears will try to get something like 6 bears and try to push your base down, which is why when you see a Night Elf creeping up or teching up quickly, you want to throw up a Boneyard, because if he does push your base and you can't get out of Frost Realm, you can really get screwed over. It gets nasty. Even if you've got some towers, it's not enough. You really need a Frost Realm, or at the very least a few destroyers, 3 even, to be able to fight off a bear push like that. So this little skirmish there's really nothing here. I mean, the more Vortex main idea is, okay, I've got Chain Morph, Destro, and Orb, and Nuke, so I'm just going to try and pick off some bears or something. I don't necessarily see if he thinks he can win this fight simply because the Night Elf heroes have pretty much got him cornered at this point. I mean, there's not really, unless he had gone for the Warden right away and tried to get the hero kill, there really wasn't a way for him to win the fight. But, he wasn't really going to lose terribly too much. It's not like he's going to get a Panda Breath to kill off all his ghouls there, so I don't really think I would advocate most players doing something like that, for the simple fact of if you don't know how a fight's going to end, you probably shouldn't be in it. That would be my general advice. No doubt he knows now that he hurt the Warden quite a bit, and so he's going to try and go pick him up before he finishes the camp. Maybe get a creep jack, but doesn't really work out to him too well. However, there is a little difference. If you may notice, his food count has jumped up to 62, and there's a good reason for that. Oh, we got ourselves a Frostworm. So how many Dryads does he have? He's only got 2 Dryads. That's not enough to beat a Frostworm. So he's making a third, but he's trying to bank at 50 food against a 62 food Undead, and it ain't gonna work out. Just watch the Frost Rape. In fact, he's got 3 Destroyers and a Frostworm. There's no way the Night Elf can fight this, and you'll see, in fact, he's gonna TP out almost immediately once he sees that Wyrm, and no, he's not. Well, he should have, but I guess he didn't, and he's gonna lose. No, Staff saves the bear. Well, he would have lost 2 bears, but Gosu, Staff, Micro, oh my god. Anyway, that's basically it. The whole deal with bears is to keep their Dryad count is obviously going to be a lot lower, so if you can get in there with Wyrms and Destros, you can really screw them over, and in fact you'll see that Vortex pretty much has done that, although his advantage is gone in 3, 2, 1, there we go. Now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Destroyers plus the 2 here, or 5 Dryads plus the 2 heroes with Orb and Slow. So that sort of oppressive air dominance is sort of gone now, because as you'll see, I think he tries to duke this out a little bit here. Yeah, in fact he jumps straight for the Death Knight, but you'll see he's able to. Oh no, he's pretty much just going for the Death Knight. That's interesting. I figured he would have focused on that Destro, or that Frostworm, which I suppose he kind of did, but oh, the Warden got picked off. How did I not see that? I'm dumb. Okay, again, sort of the idea with the Frostworm is that it's great for slowing bears, but it also does a shit ton of damage to heroes, so remember that, kids. When there's a Frosty around, better watch your hero's ass. Now, look, if you, yeah, I guess that's not really coming up yet. Ouch. Sneeze. I hate that. I've got like one of those sneezes that's lingering. I think what Vortex is doing in this push is he doesn't really have a huge advantage of any kind. He doesn't really have enough Fiends to necessarily deal quite with the Dryads, but since the Warden's dead, he knows his heroes aren't exactly too susceptible, although his Death Knight actually is getting focused down quite a bit here. But with the Warden dead, he's just trying to push that advantage and pick off bears or whatever he can without having to worry about his heroes getting kill-splodinated in 2 seconds. But the mighty Frostworm will